Hey, what is up, guys? I'm your boy Nick with the Pick 'em Man. In this video, we're going to be taking a look ahead at the UFC 296 pay-per-view. We have a really good card coming up, stacked from top to the bottom, from the early prelims to the main card, and I cannot freaking wait for it, guys. We're going to be going over all the best that I have for you guys for this card. And then we're going to be going over first of all, we're going to be going over the last week calls at UFC Vegas 83. The card wasn't too bad for me. I ended the night with 1.79 units overall. Just like around 5% profit. I mean, not really the best of nights for me. One fighter really cost me the lock of the week, Park. That decision absolutely cost my night from making a lot of money, but is what it is, man. Just that's betting on MMA, I guess. That comes with the territory. But let's go over it, guys. First up on the card, guys, we're gonna go over all the recap. So I gave you guys I think I gave you guys 5 best bets before, but then I made one of those best bets my lock of the week, because I didn't want to leave you guys. I didn't want to not give you guys a lock of the week last week. At first I wasn't gonna give you guys the lock of the week, but then I'm like, nah, I gotta pick someone that I feel good about, and let's go over it, guys. So the best bets that we had were Garcia Costa doesn't go the distance, was minus 210. And then Park, Hudson Park, he got the knockout over Shannon Ross. Took him a while to get the knockout, but he eventually got it. I told everyone that I could that Ross is gonna get chinned. He doesn't have a chin anymore. His chin did hold up a little bit longer this time, but the body shot absolutely crippled him. But I've seen some people picking what's his name, Shannon Ross, and I can't believe people weren't just betting knockout against him. I mean, why not just bet the plus 150 against Shannon Ross? I mean, he's been knocked out 4 times now back to back, and that was pretty much easy money. And then we had Tim Elliott. I mean, his money line went down. A lot of late money came in on what's the name, Sumer Darzi. And I told everyone that was listening to me, Tim Elliott is gonna get a submission, and he got a first round submission. Made it one of the easiest fights of his career, and made Sumer Darzi look like an amateur out there. And I told you guys, I mean, this dude has no freaking grappling, man. And whenever the fights hit the ground, I mean, Sumer Darzi has no clue what's going on when the fights hit the ground. It's like he's never ever grappled a day in his life. And that was pretty easy money. But then Amanda Dos Santos, I mean, I thought she won the fight. I thought she won the first and third round. But I guess the judges didn't see it that way. A split decision loss. They gave it away to Ellen Carr. It is what it is. I mean, that's women's MMA. You can never be too sure about it. But that's a pretty good, still good pick though, good bet. It was plus 150. The fight went to decision. I mean, and it was a good look, even though it didn't hit. But it was a good look either way because it was plus 150, and the fight did go to the scorecards. And even though the judges one judge side our way, but the other 2 judges gave it to Ellen Carr. I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, that's MMA. And then prop of the week was so close to hitting. Song Yadong almost got the knockout a couple of times, but I mean, Chris Gutierrez was fighting scared the whole time. I mean, I thought Chris Gutierrez would come back in the 5th round and try to get the knockout. This dude comes out and does the Imanari roll. It's almost like he just didn't want to get knocked out at some point. Like, I honestly feel like he was fighting scared when he got knocked out in the 3rd or 4th round. He just didn't want to get finished, so he did the Imanari roll, went to his back, and just ran the clock out. I mean, Chris Gutierrez is one of the worst fighters out there, and I used to like Chris Gutierrez, but the way he fought in the 5th round was absolutely horrible, man. I know a lot of people are putting dog money on Chris Gutierrez. Can't blame anyone, but that's why I didn't pick him to win, because whenever he gets hit or whenever he gets dropped, he starts fighting scared. He doesn't want to get knocked out or anything, so it is what it is, man. Then the lock of the week, Park. I mean, I thought he did enough to get the win over Moniz, but I mean, 10 out of 14 media members scored the fight for for Park. They scored the 1st round and the 3rd round for Park, because Moniz had a lot of control time in the 1st round. He did have like 4 minutes of control time, but didn't really land much on the ground. I mean, he was just holding on for dear life. And then when Moniz got on top of him, and he was landing some nasty ground and pound. So I thought the judges should have gave the 1st round to Park. But it is what it is, man. Let's go over the next week now. We're going to reset. It broke my win streak for lock of the week, and it broke my win streak for prop of the week. So we're going to reset and come back stronger. But best bets, we did pretty good. I gave you guys a couple of plus money best bets there. And Tim Elliott was minus 130. I mean, before the fight, so you could have got a good number on Tim Elliott there. And submission was plus 250, and I called the submission too. I called the second on submission, but he got it done in the first. Made it look like one of the easiest submission wins out there. And the Summer Darby had no clue what the fuck was going on there. But let's go over the next card, guys. So we're gonna go over the best bets first. First bet on the card, guys. I like fight does not go the distance in Shavkat versus Wonderboy. Shavkat has finished all of his opponents, and I think he's gonna finish Wonderboy. Even though I liked Wonderboy a lot, I think he's one of the nicest fighters on the roster, especially at 170. But I do see a finish happening here. I do think Shavkat's gonna be the one getting the finish here. So I do like the fight doesn't go the distance. I like the fight doesn't go the distance more than I like Shavkat by inside the distance, because Shavkat inside the distance is minus 220. But you're better off just taking fight doesn't go the distance just in case Wonderboy does something crazy. So that's my first best bet. Let's go over the next one. Next best bet is fight does not go the distance once again in Tony versus Paddy Pimblett, guys. I don't think Tony has it in him to go to scorecards anymore. He's been getting finished. He's been getting submitted by guys like Bobby Green. Bobby Green hasn't submitted anyone else in the UFC. I mean, Bobby Green just got knocked out the other day by Turner. I mean, Bobby Green isn't all that good. And I mean, what's his name? Tony Ferguson is going out there getting submitted by guys like Bobby Green, putting his head in a guillotine against Nate Diaz. I just feel like his head's just not there anymore, man. He's taken so much damage at this point. And I just think he's going out there just collecting as many paychecks as he can. And I think Paddy Pimblett's going to get his back at some point. I just don't think Tony has any testosterone left at this point to get out of any bad positions on the ground. And I think Paddy's going to catch him in a submission. But just in case Tony does something crazy. So I just like the fight doesn't go the distance. But if you bet Paddy inside the distance is minus 120, you're better off just taking fight doesn't go the distance at that point. Let's go to the next best bet, guys. Third best bet on the card is Samuel Gadzhiev finish only prop plus 130. I like this a lot, guys. This is a no action. Means if Samuel Gadzhiev gets a finish here, you're gonna cash this ticket at plus 130, guys. I like this even more than his money line, because if this fight goes long, I think Bude probably takes over, because I don't think Samuel Gadzhiev has the best cardio out there. But if this fight hits the scorecards, you're gonna get your money back. But if Samuel Gadzhiev gets a finish here, you're gonna make money. But I don't think Bude is gonna finish him. Bude was only finishing Jaws Parisian, who's absolutely horrible. But I don't see him finishing Gadzhiev. But I do see Gadzhiev finishing him in the first round. But I do like this a lot. I think this is one of the safer plays on this fight. Let's go to the next one, guys. Next up, fourth best bet on the card is Leon Edwards. Finish only prop, another finish only prop. I like this a lot because Colby Covington doesn't really finish anyone. If there's a finish in this fight, I think it's going to be from Leon Edwards' side. It is minus 220, but I still think that's a safe play, to be honest. Colby Covington couldn't really finish Masvidal, so I don't see him finishing Edwards at all. If there's a finish, it's definitely going to be from Leon Edwards. I think he can maybe land something crazy like a head kick or something. If you can knock out Usman, man, if you could finish Kamaru Usman after getting dominated for 4 rounds in the first in the fight, and still come back in the 5th round and land a head kick like that and knock a guy like Usman out, I think you can definitely find a finish on Kobe. But I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if it does, it's probably gonna be Leon Edwards getting the finish here. I just don't see any way that we're gonna see Kobe Covington getting the finish here. So I like this at minus 220 a lot. Let's go to the next one, guys. Next up, my dog of the week now. This is a little bit on the risky side, but I do think Cody Durden, I think he's one of the better underdogs on the card. I think he's gonna fight for your money at plus 145. I was gonna put Cody by decision. I think the word Cody by decision at plus 200 isn't bad either, but you're better off just taking the money line in at that case, because Cody by decision isn't that much value. You're better off taking the money line if you're gonna bet on it. I'm not forcing you guys to bet on this, but if you guys are looking for one of the better underdogs on the card, Cody Durden is the guy, man. I picked him in his last fight against Jake Hadley at plus 190, and I picked him before that against Charles Johnson, and he's come through for me many times, and I think he's one of the better underdog plays on this card, guys. I really like him here, and I think that he's definitely gonna fight for money, man. There's always the risk of him getting submitted because he was caught in the submission against Jake Hadley, but he fought his way out of it. He's not tapping anymore. He's learning how to fight out of submissions now, and I think he's definitely one of the better underdogs on the card. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about this dog of the week. Let's go to the next one, guys. My parlay of the week now. Hit the like down below, guys, if you guys appreciate the content, if you guys appreciate the research that I put into these best bets and prop of the week video and the parlay of the week video. Parlay of the week, guys, we're gonna go over some plus money parlay. I could have probably just given you guys Shavkat Rakhmonov and maybe Gary, which is one of the most parlayed pieces on the card, but we're gonna stay away from Gary, man. He's got too much drama going on right now outside the UFC, so I still think Gary's one of the better plays on the card. I definitely have Gary in a couple of parlays myself, but for this, man, for you guys, I'm just gonna keep him off of this. I do think Gary's gonna make it look easy, and I think Gary's gonna win by decision 30-27. But I like this parlay more because you're gonna get more plus money, and it's 3-leg parlay. Paddy Pimblett, I think is gonna win. I don't see any way that Tony's gonna win this fight now. But as a Tony fan, I do want Tony to win, but I just don't see it anymore. I think if you guys keep fading Tony at this point, I think if you guys have been fading Tony in his last couple of fights, you would have made a lot of money fading Tony. Tony's been getting finished left and right now. In his last, since eating that front kick to the face from Chandler, he's just not the same guy anymore, man. And he just doesn't have any durability left anymore. I think Paddy Pimblett's very slick with the submissions. I definitely see Paddy Pimblett getting a submission here. And then Alexander Pantoja, I think is one of the better plays on this card, man. I have a lot of money on his money line at -170. I like Pantoja a lot here, man. I'm a Brandon Royval fan. I'll be honest with you guys. I kind of do want Brandon Royval to win because he's been putting in the work, man. Brandon Royval is one of the best fighters at 125, but I just don't see him beating Pantoja at this point. Even in the first fight, man, he had a heel hook, and Pantoja was fighting with a broken ACL back then. And he was still able to beat him at that point, even with the injury. So Mezin, now that he's 100%, he's training at American Top Team. He's doing all the good stuff over there, all the roids that he can find. He's doing all the good stuff over there, American Top Team. You guys already know the deal with fighters over there. They're on all the good stuff that they can get. And now he's got the money. Now he can train properly. He can get a nutritionist. And he can spend a lot of money on his training, man. I think he's only gonna get better from here. They say you get 30% better when you become champion, and I do think there's truth to that. So I do think Pantoja is gonna defend his belt against Royval, and I think he's gonna find a finish at some point. I think it's probably gonna be a knockout or a submission. Pantoja is one of the toughest dogs, man. He's a junkyard dog, never been finished. There's a reason that he's never been finished, man. He's always gonna fight through everything. I picked him against Moreno. If you guys go watch my last video, that pay-per-view against Yair Rodriguez and Volkanovski, I picked him on that card to win over Brendan Moreno, and I also picked Dricus du Plessis to win over Whitaker, but I didn't bet on Dricus du Plessis because I wasn't so confident. But I did pick both of these guys to win. I also picked Yair Rodriguez to beat Volkanovski, but obviously that didn't come through. But two dogs, Pantoja came through for us last time. Even though he was completely exhausted against Moreno, he still fights through whenever he's tired. He's gonna fight through everything, man. He's a junkyard dog, and he's gonna fight for your money. That's why I feel comfortable putting him in this parlay of the week. And then Shavkat Rakhmonov, you guys already know, man. Everyone's got Shavkat Rakhmonov in a parlay this week, and I think he's gonna come through for everyone. And then Paddy Pimblett, obviously, we're just fading Tony at this point. I'm not that high on Paddy Pimblett by any means, but I just think this is a showcase fight for Paddy Pimblett, and I think he's gonna get a submission on Tony Ferguson. So that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, and let me know what you guys think down below. And if you guys, let me know who you guys have drop your parlays down below, and I'll give you guys a shout out next week. If you guys, it's got to be at least plus money. Drop your plus money parlays down in the comments, and I'll give you guys a shout out in the next video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. And best of luck on all your bets this weekend. And I'll see you guys next time, man. I'm probably gonna be doing a live stream for this card. I'm gonna be doing a live stream for the Cage Warriors card on Friday. So come hang out with me, and drop a like on the video, guys. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe to the channel, where you only need 4 more subscribers to hit 600 subscribers. I appreciate you guys, and appreciate all the support, guys. We're gonna come back with fire, guys. I'm waiting for the weigh-ins. I'll probably give you guys a lock of the week for this card once we see the weigh-ins. But I want to see the weigh-ins because last time Moniz was much bigger than Park, I should have seen that coming. He got taken down 10 times, so it is what it is, I guess. We did hit two lock of the weeks before that. We also hit 2 prop of the weeks before that. I guess you can't hit them all, man. But I'm bringing you guys. I'm gonna be coming back with some fire. Hope you guys let me know what you guys think about the best bets. Let me know what you guys think about the parlay of the week and dog of the week. And I would love to hear your thoughts about this. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck on all your bets, and I hope you guys cash everything. And let's get the books this week, guys. Let's freaking go. Let's go.